Sinkholes can happen anywhere at any time. Whether it's made by natural causes or humanity's influence, some can be small and pretty safe, while others can swallow cars and even houses. Here are 10 of the most mysterious sinkholes. Guatemala City. In February 2007, residents of Guatemala City had been hearing faint rumbling for weeks, but couldn't pinpoint the source of the strange sound. It wasn't until a near-perfect circle dropped nearly 30 stories beneath them that they realized it was a sinkhole readying itself to open. Despite the sinkhole's size, only 2 people died. 1,000 people needed to be evacuated from the area as there were concerns about the hole expanding. It was later discovered that the sinkhole was caused by a corroded sewage system deep underground. Dean's Blue Hole. There are a couple of saltwater sinkholes that have formed in the Bahamas, but Dean's Blue Hole is the largest and the deepest. It's a blue hole, a sinkhole that forms beneath the surface of the ocean, which is 202 meters deep. Located off the west bay of Clarencetown on Long Island, it was formed when the limestone bedrock below was eroded by rainwater some 15,000 years ago. Divers frequent this location since visibility is still clear up to 30 meters down, and it is shielded from the rest of the sea, so waves don't churn the water. The Devil's Sinkhole. Located just north of Rock Springs in Edwards County, Texas, the Devil's Sinkhole is roughly 40 by 60 feet around and 400 feet deep at its deepest point. It is considered to be a sacred place to native peoples, and evidence of their campsites have been placed between 2,500 and 4,000 BC. Artifacts from native tribes have been found in the mouth of the sinkholes as well. It is also connected to a series of underground caverns and a cave system. Rich with limestone, the sinkhole was once a gathering place for cowboys and carvers, but now it's part of a 1,859-acre preserve. The Devil's Sinkhole State National Area is closed to the public, but visitors can make appointments to visit the site with a guide to view the colonies of bats that live there. Rideau Street Sinkhole. In Canada's capital, a large sinkhole opened in the middle of Rideau Street, swallowing a parked car and van in June 2016. No one was injured, but surrounding buildings were evacuated from the Ottawa Centre for fear that the hole would increase in size. It was discovered that a main water pipe caused the sinkhole, but officials are unsure what caused the break in the first place. The sinkhole caused a nearby natural gas line to break as well. The water was pumped from the hole before it was filled with concrete to stabilize it and ensure the safety of the surrounding buildings. Yamal Sinkhole. In Siberia, there's a giant crater that formed outside Yamal, which literally translates to end of land. It's more than 70 meters deep, and it looks like a crater you'd expect to find on the surface of the moon, with an icy lake at the bottom. There are many theories of how the sinkhole opened, from thoughts that a meteorite struck the spot, to global warming, erosion, and even the possibility of a UFO crash landing. Researchers later discovered that underground ice began to melt and released gas that had built up pressure, causing the ground to erupt rather than sink. Door to Hell. It was once a natural gas field, mistakenly thought to be an oil field, but the underground cavern collapsed in 1971 when engineers set up a drilling rig. Located in Darweze, Turkmenistan, it was feared that the methane gas would spread to nearby villages, so geologists lit it on fire, thinking it would burn off in a week. It has continued to burn ever since, giving it the appearance of a deep, fiery hole with a diameter of 226 feet. Nearly 50,000 tourists visit each year to boast that they have seen the door to hell. It has also been called the Crater of Fire, Darvaza Crater, or the Gate to Hell. Heavenly Hole. The Heavenly Hole sinkhole, known locally as Xiaohai Tiankeng, is located in the Fengji County in China. It is nearly 537 meters wide and 662 meters deep. It was discovered in 1994, and during the rainy season, a waterfall runs over the ledge into an underground river below. It was this river that eroded the limestone bedrock of the existing cave, causing it to sink into the ground. It has been explored and mapped by the China Caves Project, so they could examine the species within. Since the area around the sinkhole is remote, there are many species of plants around the crater and even rare animals, such as the clouded leopard. Diamond Sinkhole. On the outskirts of Mirny, Siberia, there is a 1,722-foot pit. It is the second largest man-made hole in the world, and its construction began in 1955. It was created to meet the demand for diamonds in the Soviet Union. Explosives were used to form the pit, and over 10 million carats of diamonds were produced, many of which are gem quality. Even though it was closed in 2001, it was reopened shortly afterwards with a new mine being dug beneath the original. It takes over an hour to travel from the surface along a spiraling road down to the base. Bima Sinkhole. In Oman, a giant sinkhole was discovered when underground cave systems collapsed and left a gaping hole in the landscape. Surrounded by limestone walls, the sinkhole formed between Qurayat and Sur. However, instead of mud or rocky outcroppings, the 20-meter-deep pit is filled with clear emerald and blue water. The Bima sinkhole is so breathtaking it has become a popular tourist attraction, bringing in people from all over the world to swim in the tranquil waters. It's known as the most beautiful sinkhole in the world. A concrete staircase was even built into the side of the pit to allow for easier access. Sari Sari Nama sinkholes. Known as one of the most mysterious sinkholes in Venezuela, these sinkholes appeared in the middle of the forest. They are beautiful to behold and contain their own unique ecosystems, which are not found anywhere else in the world. There are currently 4 sinkholes in the Sari Sari Nyama Mountains, but the largest is estimated at 352 meters wide and 314 meters deep. The area is unpopulated by humans, partially due to an ancient legend told by the local natives. It tells of a flesh-eating spirit that lives in the mountains and says "Sari Sari" as it is fed. The nearest road is hundreds of miles away. Hey folks, that's our video. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments what you thought of these mysterious and sometimes kind of beautiful sinkholes. And while you're here, why don't you head back over to the rest of our channel and give those videos a peek, and maybe even subscribe to The Richest. Thanks!